What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you with another video today. Now, guys, before we get, I just want to say Duel Links has a promotion for Spear Karibo. Now, I'm not a big Duel Links fan. I'm not crazy about it. I go on every now and then. I tap 50,000 ads and I collect my gems and I go home like everybody else. But what I will say is Spear Karibo has been out in Duel Links for a very long time. And can we agree that Spear Karibo is, and Duel Links for that matter, is almost the same thing of speed duels but in real life? Can we just agree on that? If Spear Karibo's been around for a long time, then and if Spear Karibo's still being sold, as you can see over here, in Duel Links as a bundle for new beginners, is it hard to imagine the fact that Spear Karibo from Speed Duel's first set, Arena of Lost Souls, won't be a valued card in the future? I mean, looking at it, it has a $15 market price, and it's actually kind of going down a little bit in value. It almost didn't fit back to that $15 price most quickly, though. You guys, one guy over here has about 45 of them. Nevertheless, Spear Karibo, if you are looking to play Duel Links, Spear Karibo looks like a pretty good hit. Guys, before we get to the market watch, I just want to say I have a market watch for everybody today. I got my Duel Link guys over here. I got some collected cards over here. I got Marine Cestus Market Watch. And of course, I got the Monday Meta Market Watch. Before we get to, I want to say, guys, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment down below. If you have any questions, type in hashtag Q4V, and I'll enter the end of my next Market Watch. But going back into it, I think the two major cards right now, overall for Speed Duels, whether you're thinking about it or you're playing it, is Spear Karibo and Windstorm Otakua. Now, I think Windstorm might get a super rare reprint. I just feel like Konami should do that in the next Speed Duel OTS pack, which should come out around August. I think that would be a smart idea. But for Spear Karibo, I don't know. Ultra Rare is the highest rarity in Speed Duels, and we already had that right here with Spear Karibo. And once again, the Arena of Lost Souls, these Speed Duel sets aren't blockbuster sets. Spear Karibo, for the most part, is the money card in the set. Next comes Michizuri, which people kind of don't play. Tusha sees some random play. King of Skull Servant is good for anybody, whether you're competitive, not competitive, because Skull Servants. And then you got random cards like Arcane Knight Joker. You got Century with 1,000 Hands, which actually sees play, and it's $4. Basically, what I'm trying to say is if you're looking to play Speed Duels, just grab your Spear Karibos. Now, if you go, V, that's a lot of money. Well, the guy who has full power strikers, Ultigeist, Thunder Dragons, Orcus, it's really not, though. Think of it this way. If you pull a new OTS card, you sell that card. The average price point of a brand new OTS card is about $80. You sell for $40. Well, that's almost your Spear Karibos and Windstorms right there. If you have any card that has any of that kind of value right now, and you know how the meta is going to be ending soon, you might want to consider picking up Speed Duel cards. It's one definitely good investment in a meta that's starting to form. I'm trying to get you guys in the beginning of Speed Duels, the genesis of real Speed Duels. It's happening right now, and inevitably, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are going to be flocking to locals to play it. The rounds are shorter, the game is much faster, and for the most part, it's much more simpler and enjoyable Yu-Gi-Oh! No Master Rule 4 at the moment, I promise you. I think Speed Duels is a great game. I think it's really fun to play. There's about 5 average decks in a meta. Right now, the tier 1 is about 3 decks. I'm dead serious. I'm not trying to sell you guys on it. I'm trying to get you guys to come play with me, but I'm not trying to sell you on it. I swear to God. Non-Konami promotion video. All I'm trying to say is I really do enjoy Speed Duels a lot. My friends are starting to pick it up, and we're starting to see Yu-Gi-Oh! Players go play at Speed Duel Nationals, but it has no worlds, ironically. And it's being played all over, and I really do want to get you guys in on it with me because I do think it's fun. The minute it starts not being fun, I'll be honest with you and let you know. Just like when the set first came out and we had Blue Eyes, it wasn't that good. The meta was only one tier 1 deck with a tier 2 deck. It was trash. I made that video. I talked about that. But right now, Speed Duels is doing good, and give props to where props is due. Once again, if you don't like Speed Duels, it's no big deal. It's not your cup of tea. No big deal. Drink on. Drink somewhere else. But well, I think that Speed Duels is really fun. I think that as we move forward, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are going to be flocking to it. By the way, if you like old school decks, like old deck cores, they're going to be having that. Look at Duel Links. Don't look at it too long. It's pretty hard to look at. There's a lot of ads you got to click through. Moving forward, guys, Dark Neostorm is tanking in value. Tanking. Now, we could say the special edition is killing the value and be lazy, or we could really acknowledge the fact that we're coming near the end of the meta. Every Yu-Gi-Oh! Player that wants these cards has these cards. Well, with the fact that we have a YCS coming up, a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players grabbing these cards for the Nationals, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players finishing up their regionals one time this set originally dropped, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players getting ready for World Championship Celebration, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Players getting ready for next year. Basically, everyone put their chips in the pot, and now we're looking to see Dark Neostorm drop in value. Let me show you. Dingirisa, a card which had a $45 market price at maximum value. The market price is actually showing to be about $40, but we're already seeing here at $37. It's going to decline more, and once again, this is an amazing card. This is everybody that wanted there has theirs, and it's who's going to pay $37 in the market for a special version of the card, the unlimited version. It's just not worth it. The price point is going to continue to drop down in value. As we move forward, literally almost daily, we're going to see these prices get chomped in half. Look at no material. Oh my god, I hope nobody bought this card that watches my videos, because I've been super adamant about how you should not buy this card if you watch my videos. I'm really adamant, I'm really 100% with you on certain cards about what to buy or what not to buy. I'm very careful in what I say, believe it or not. No Material is a card I really emphasize, do not buy. This is a forced buyout. Now look in the market, look at the limited versions hit the market. Let's go see where No Material is. We got a card over here for about $30 in its price point. And our limited version is $27. Now, these are a couple of elements, okay? A couple of elements in the market. And you go, well, V, this guy, he's a new seller, sure. But these two are not. And these two have the lowest of the price point, which is currently $27. After that, you're right, the price point hits about $33 for No Material. But it doesn't stay there too long. It drops down in value. By the way, that's my shop. I'll be low my price points today in case you guys want to buy my No Material. I have one customer sold it to me. I instantly listed on the market. That's what I recommend for everyone to do. But moving forward, guys, No Material is going to continue to go down in value. It's going to drop like a rock, so please move aside, sell it, and keep going. There's a lot of good cards you can buy in this game. Sign Up Mining, which is kind of stabilizing price points. One of the very few cards at a Dark Neostorm that's stabilizing, and rightfully so. South America just won Nationals a couple of times, actually. And Sign Up Mining is deserving of the $24 price point. Not only is it deserving of the $24 price point, it's a card that's used as a 3-of in Marine sets that you players might want to stick around to play. It's a card that's used in Salomon Greats, obviously, that you players are currently playing and might go and take one lucky player to Worlds. So yeah, it's a pretty good card. And then you got Ghost System Spooky Dog, where it's slowly going down in value. It's roughly around the $20 market price. You have Cherry Beanie, which is about 17 under its $19 market price roughly. I'm actually excited to grab these. I'm just waiting for these to go lower. Even though Burning Abyss didn't do anything as we all thought it was going to do, I do still feel like this is a great card to buy for Burning Abyss. Mana Crusader Aromax is holding roughly around a $13 price point. Omni Dragon Brotor is barely holding on to its $11 to $12 grapple. This card price is going to tank in value. If you have these, sell these. Going to page 2, Dark Neostorm. Let's see what we got here. Ib, which has just card, isn't really doing much. It's about $7 price point. Nightmare Incarnation Idly is about $5. Do we buy this now? Do we wait? I'm in a weird position with Idly. I want to buy it, but I want to buy it for like 4s for first edition. That's kind of price point I want. I do want one of these. I like the art a lot in these cards. Crackdown, I always said, is going to be like the red reboot of this set. It's going to be a card in which, in the future, it's going to be about $5. I'll probably have no reprints. I'm going to be waiting for the reprint, but nevertheless, the price point is going to jump. Same with Mystic Mime, unless Konami hits it on the ban list. Mystic Mime currently is roughly around $2 in the market, which is roughly around its market price. But watch these two cards. Just watch them really carefully, because they're both around the $2 price point, but they have the ability to easily hit $5 depending on the banless hits, depending on the reprints. But I do think at least Crackdown of all these cards would maintain going up higher in value in the future. We're starting to see that happen as a trend in some of these sets. World Legacy Monstrosity used to be about $4. That bad boy's about $2.50. Moving forward, guys, Fantastical Dragon Phantasme is kind of bouncing back in a weird way. Going here and looking at the card in the market, it's about an $90 market price roughly for Phantasmes. You got a Lightning Plate First Edition, which is it's about $90, and then after the next First Edition card is going to be about $96 for Phantasme. Now, if you want unlimited Phantasmes, no big deal. It's about $91 to $93 for an unlimited version of this card. Phantasme is that card that you players are going to really want badly after Nationals. Once again, we don't have no reprint announcement of this set, which we should be getting hopefully soon. And any kind of, even specific reprints of like cards like Phantasme. We don't know if the next time this card is going to be seen meta play. Fun fact, it will see meta play probably right after Nationals, because other decks just use Phantasme and kind of need Phantasme, and I feel like we're in a weird shift right now. I feel like, and I'm not sure if I said this before on video, or I said to all my friends in real life, I don't know, but what I do know is I feel like the meta's going to do this weird thing in which we have a bunch of tier 1 decks. They're going to get powered down to 1.5. 1.5 is going to stay the same, and we're going to have a really diverse meta. And then Konami's going to be like, okay guys, here's a new set, and here's tier 1 decks that you got to buy now. I feel like that's going to happen, because we had a lot of decks way too long. I mean, we had had strikers for how long already? We had what is it? Thunder Dragons, we have Salamangreats, and some of these decks, I feel like it's all gonna hit a wall. You know what I'm trying to say? Tricksters we had forever. I feel like this is all gonna eventually just hit a wall. And the minute it does, the price point of these decks kind of go down heavily. And I'm not saying all these are gonna be killed off, but they're gonna get powered down so Konami can make room for a new tier 1. I feel like that's gonna happen. But even if it does happen that way, I still think Phantasma is gonna be used in all that. If it uses links, Phantasma is gonna be used. Until we get Max C at 3, Phantasma is gonna be used. Even at 2, Phantasma might be used. I don't think it would be used if Max C went to 2. Moving forward though, looking at Pot of Extravagance, is actually starting to stabilize on price point. It's running around $66 to $68. That's around the near the $67 market price for this card. It's still being used on a lot of decks, and I think even after sets rotate out and we get new sets and new decks in Yu-Gi-Oh that are tier 1 that we have to buy, I think Extravagance can find its way into one of those decks. So I think this is always going to be a needed card. Whether or not it gets a reprint soon, I don't think it's going to happen, but hopefully we'll get a reprint inevitably. Then you got Borderlord Savage Dragon, which is roughly around $17. Traditional Quarterback was on 12s, and we're starting to see that go down a bit. It's about 10s right now, under its presumptive $12 market price. Cypress Quantum Dragon, a card that went to $6, is actually kind of calming down. It's roughly around $4 to $5. Psychic Will is also about $5, and Witch Strike's about $5. These are still phenomenal cards. I think will have great potential in the future. Then we have cards in Soul Fusion. Cards like Dangerous Tsuchinoko, which is slowly going down in price. We saw it just shoot down last week. Looking at this week, it's about $43 to $44 for Dangerous Tsuchinoko, and we're seeing unlimited versions hit about $39. You got cards like Thunder Dragon Colossus with a market price of $26, holding about $25, though I will say the Ultimate Rare is actually stabilizing for Thunder Dragon Colossus. Trap Trick is about $26, which is stabilized from its original set, and Chaos Dragon Levineer is starting to go down in value. This card doubled in value overnight, and now we're seeing it go back down in value. It has about $25 market price, but we're seeing a name and first edition version, roughly about $22. It's just going to go down in value. That's all. It's going to go back down to like $12. That's what's gonna happen, unless something really crazy happens in the meta and this card jumps up or down. It's gonna slowly go back down to roughly around $12. Looking at something like Horizon Borosword is actually about $51. First edition Boroswords are $52, and the market price is about $57. And this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Players is going. I'm done with Borosword. I'm getting a special edition version. It's secret rare like Borosword, and that's what Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are rotating to. And we're seeing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players just, kind of not need Borosword in their decks as much as other decks do. Some decks need it. Some decks really don't need it as much. It's an option. Others like Altergeist is an option. Stuff like that. But yeah, this card was like almost $100, and bam! How long has it been? 2.5, 3 months, and it already lost about half its value. It's pretty crazy. Then you have Danger Nessie, which has a $40 market price, and unlimited versions of roughly around $38. The card's dropping in value once again, and we don't know if we're going to reprint about Nessie. We have no idea if Nessie's getting a reprint. We just go Tsuchinoko. Alright, I'm selling all my Dangers, and we're seeing Danger Nessie go down in value. Danger Jackalope, which got as high as $40 to $45 on some sites, has about a $19 market price, and we're seeing it about $17 in the market. Every Danger is not safe. Every Danger player knows they need to get rid of the Danger stuff, and we're seeing the market show this. We're seeing the cards just drop down in value for all the Danger cards. Cyber Dragon Seeger actually stabilizing at $9. Almost at 10 for Seeger. Then we have Sky Strikers. Okay, my fellow Sky Striker players, this one's gonna burn. $40 market price for Sky Striker Mobilize Engage. Nearmint First Edition is $27. Now, Striker players don't really care, to be honest with you. I think if you're a Striker player at this point and you've been playing the deck forever, you got phenomenal value from it. Obviously, there was a time where Strikers Engage was easily a $60 card, and that was the average price point everyone knew at the time. Well, now it's $27. And it's going to be going down more with the reprint of Sky Striker Mobilize Engage as a secret rare in the new set coming out soon, after Nationals, of course. Sky Striker Mecha Widow Anchor is actually about $24, and this, we don't know if we're getting a reprint of this. I've been told by some people we're getting a reprint. I've been told we're not getting a reprint. But what I'm looking at right here is a $24 Mecha Widow Anchor. Still pretty good value, to be honest with you. Like, it's still a lot of money for a card. So, it's not like Sky Striker Mobilize Engage, which you know is getting a reprint, that lost almost half its value. Widow Anchor, we don't know nothing about this. Looking at Flames Destruction, Infinite Impermanence is also going down in value as well. I mean, we're seeing a lot of prices tank. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are pulling out. And I just want to show you this in the market, guys. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. Infinite Impermanence, Flames Destruction, Secret Rare has a $56 market price. It's about $43. First edition versions are about $44 for Secret Rare Infinite Impermanence. This card was a $100 staple for a long while. Looking at Nightmare Unicorn, a $28 market price, it's stabilizing about $27. We don't know about reprints of this card, or any of the Nightmare cards, so this card just stabilizes in price point. Ghostbusters Haunted Mansion, going down in value, go figure. $19 market price, it's about $16. This is continue to go down in value. I want to get my 3 of these because I want to play these in Prank Kids. I'm waiting for that exact moment. Let me know if you guys are on the Prank Kids with me and you want this card as well. The 4 of you guys out there. Nightmare Corrupted Ibly is also going down in value. This card held an average $20 market price. One as high as $30. Has an $18 current market price. And the unlimited version is at $15 for Nightmare Corrupted Ibly. This card's a definite sell. I've been saying it for a while to sell this card, but now definitely sell it. Vampire Cycle, another card, Flames of Destruction. $17 market price. Holding roughly around $16. This card went as high as $20. It dipped out. Right now it's dipping down a little bit. We don't know what's happening with this card. I still think this is a great card right now. If we don't know about a reprint coming on the next 2 sets, this card is going to be going back up in value. If it's not in Battle Legends or it's not in the Gold Series, this will, Mega 10, this will go back up in value. We're on Legacy Succession. We're seeing some dumb price points. It's averaging roughly around $10 right now. Alright guys, so let's talk about Dual Power quickly. And look at that Infinite Permanence from Dual Power. This is about to drop. We got the original version Infinite Permanence, Secret Rare, dropping in value. And Dual Power is about to go down even lower. Don't get it twisted. Look at the market price of Infinite and Permanence. Right now it's about $32, which is near its Dual Power counterpart of, in the market, $32. Congratulations, you're about to lose value. Then look at the Evenly Matches holding roughly around $10. Ash Possible Joy Spring being about 9. Barlords roughly around 9s. Ghostbusters 7s. This is going to be dropping heavily soon. Cyber Dragon National is about $5. I don't know if this is going to drop, believe it or not. I don't think it might because Cyber Dragons. That's all. I can't tell the price point on Cyber Dragon cards. Same with Hero cards. They're just not that good to tell those price points. Moving forward, guys, we have stuff from Marine Cess. Now, I personally don't think Marine Cess is going to be a tier 1 deck. I really don't think it's going to happen. But I hope it will happen. And I think it might happen for a short amount of time before Konami replaces Marine sets, as well as all these other decks we currently are playing, which is, like I said, a brand new set that's going to throw money decks that are going to be tier 1. I think that's what's going to happen. Could Marine sets be part of those tier 1 decks with a TCG exclusive? Oh yeah, easily. Easily be a tier 1 deck. It can be. No doubt in my mind. But with that said, looking at it right now, I think if Marine sets came into the meta, it would fall behind. It would be a tier 1.5 deck, if at best. And that's only because the meta is so crazy over, the meta is power crept so heavily right now. Forget about it. It's nuts. But looking at Marine Cess, there is a lot of cards you can kind of still get right now in preparation for that deck coming over here to the TCG. What? Next month we have the sneak preview? It's like right around the corner. Looking at Paleozoic Dinomishcus, this card had a crazy huge buyout. In fact, it's still recovering from the buyout, but the price point on Dinomishcus is roughly around $3, a little bit under $4 on the market price. And then you see it over here for roughly about $4, stabilizing in price point. So Dinomishcus went from crazy buyout to $4. Hopefully you didn't buy into the hype and you waited, and you can still wait because you still have a little bit of time before you can realize, oh my god, Marine Cess, and they go and buy these cards. So we still have a little bit of a window. We have about I'm going to say 2-week window roughly before you can realize that they want to get rid of an X deck and go for this deck. Then we have Canadia. That's how I say Canada in their language. Paleozoic Canadia has a $2 market price, and it's stabilizing at $2. This is another card that's being used by Marine Cess. It's another great card that the deck uses. Marine Cess basically take Paleozoic frogs as you know it now, and they just add themselves with. They kind of join together, and it kind of works. I've seen the deck in play. Watch a lot of videos of the deck being played. I don't know the intricacies of the deck, but I do know that they definitely blend really well. So if you are looking to play, if you like Paleos, just add Marine Cess. You get a huge power boost basically. Cards are totally awesome are also being played in 3s in this deck. Now you get the original print Totally Awesome from Invasion's Vengeance, has about a $13 market price. It was really hyped up and crazy high in value, but you get a first edition version for about $10, which isn't too bad to be honest with you. You got also the Megaton version, which is about $10 as well. So $10 on the Megaton, or $10 for the original print Secret Rare. Decisions. Moving forward, we have Dewfrog, another card that's being used in Marine Cess. Now obviously came out common, it's about $1, but if you want to OTS pack one, the super rare one, it's about $3. Pretty good, actually. Then you have Swafrog. Now, if you want to buy the ultimate rare Swafrog, swag, by the way, it's about $80 each. You need 3 of these. So what is that? I'm bad at math. $240 for 3 cards, and then a deck. Let's go grab that deck. After we spent like half of rent money for some people. Looking at Swafrog for Stars Overdrive, For the unlimited version, it's about $3. And then you got like Swap Frog only came on Toss Overdrive. It's a pretty old card. And to find a lightly played first edition version, it'll run you about $2 to $3 for a Swap Frog. It's still a lot for a common. It's about $2 to $3. That you need 3 of, by the way. It's insane. You also need Rodent Toad. It came out on OTS Tournament Pack 4. It has a $3.50 market price. And we're seeing in here almost about $4 for Rodent Toad. Another card in which you need 3 of. Get these quickly, by the way. These are going to be selling out fast. 27 listing prices of Rodent Toad. Then you have Lost Wind, another card that is used. And Lost Wind's a phenomenal card. You should be using Altergeist. Not seeing much playing Altergeist, but definitely is still an insane card. You know, a card that has Shrink built into it. Oh, but I'm sorry, that's for OD plays. Cuts the attack and defense of any monster in half permanently. Not to is it to end a turn? I know Shrink used to be like permanent, right? I'm doing the opposite way. Yeah, just cuts it in half permanently, and then negates the effect. And if you want special from an extra deck, you can just slap this card back on the board, and after it's used again, it gets banished. Once again, this is a great card to help promote the paleo traps, as well as just a great generic card overall. It's actually really good. And in a slower meta, this card will definitely see play. Came out OTS Tournament Pack 5. Market price of a Lost Wind's about $2. It's starting to slowly go back up to $3. This card at one point hit 5s before Konami did the oopsie. We ran out of OTS Pack 9Z, and here's over OTS pack we don't have, in which had like Ghost Ogre Terraform, which is coming down from a buyout. $70 for Terraform, by the way, ultimate rare. The market price holds about roughly around $47. Zodiac Whiptail is actually starting to go back up in value. Cards like Disciples are hitting about $5 because, you know, True Dracos. True Dracos seen played Italian nationals that you could play so on live streams when the live streams weren't showing literally nothing. Then you got other cards like True Draco Heritage, which got reprinted all over the place. It's relatively cheap right now, but the market's going crazy right now as far as those cards. Then you got cards like Chaos Hunter, which is cooling down from its buyout. Chaos Hunter has an $11 market price, and it's not cooling down from its buyout. It's about $19. Then you got the first edition version, which is at $28. Nobody's playing you, Chaos Hunter. Chill, bro. Take a seat. Nobody's using you, Chaos Hunter. You're not that good. You think you're good. You have good artwork. Cool. But good artwork also, you know, there's other cards that have good artwork that are worth way less than you. Cards like all the versions of Chaos Hunter that came out in everything. Literally, the Structure Deck Master Pendulum Chaos Hunter is worth about 50 cents. Chaos Hunter Battle Pack 2 rares of 70 cents. Battle Pack 2 Mosaic rares, hold your wallets, it's about $2. But some of the secret Chaos Hunters worth a lot of money. I understand people want to buy the max rarity. I understand that totally 100%. But we're not seeing Chaos Hunters see much play for it to merit that price point. Now, hero cards like Elemental Heroes Nice sees no play. But it says this one word. It says hero in it, so it goes up in value. It's an ultra rare coming out of Extreme Victory with a $10 market price. Looking at over here, guys, unlimited versions are hitting about $18. After that, the first versions are roughly around $20 for an ultra rare. Seriously, find your old hero stuff. Ultra rares are not safe anymore. The safe house is gone for ultra rares. They're gonna be worth $20. Cards like Elemental Hero Neosnight. Then from all my friends out there who are collecting Yu-Gi-Oh cards, here's a little something for you. Summon Skull first editions lightly played, well, they're nowhere near on the market. And the last listing of Summon Skull for a lightly played first edition is $71. So if you have a first edition metal rated Summon Skull that's even lightly played, it's at least worth $71. For Summon Skull. Hey, you could be lazy and say $38. Well, that's the second listing of Summon Skull, the last page. You can easily say that. But nevertheless, Summon Skull's worth a lot of money. It's a first edition version coming out Metal Raiders. If you have it, good for you. It's worth a good amount of cash. And to be honest with you, I have this card. I'm still holding it. It's $70, $40 is nothing compared to what this card's going to be worth in the future. Another card is Reflect Bounder, coming out of Dark Relations Volume 1. This card's pretty hard to find. You know why it's hard to find? You know I know it's hard to find? Because even on TCG Player, they have the Ultra Rare version listed. Looking at price points of this card, it's actually kind of cheap in value. It's about $3 in the market. And lightly played unlimited, it's about $3. There's only 2 pages, and look at the listings. They're all ones over here. When we go to the second page, which is the last page, they're also all ones. I'm not saying if someone had to artificially buy out a card, they should. But if someone wanted to artificially buy out a card, you can artificially buy out Reflect Bounder. Now, it's not that meta breaking of a card. It's not being used in almost anything, to be honest with you. I think Goats might side it in, I think. But it's still a phenomenal card. It's still a card that's just really hard to find. And this is for the Super Rare version. You can still get the Dark Crisis Ultra versions, which is also about $3 of the market price. It's roughly around that price point. And you can find it for about, let's see, unlimited versions. Okay, go to page 3. There's a lot of these lists over here. Unlimited versions are about $4. First edition versions also not too far. It shouldn't be too far away. I could be wrong. Am I wrong in that? So okay, the lightly played first versions are about $5. So 4 for unlimited, 5 for the ultra rare versions of Reflect Rounder. I think these are great cards for future collection. I think these are great cards that are going to go up in value. And I think these are great cards that nobody's looking at right now that you guys out there might want to consider. Moving forward, we have comic question of the day. No more cards. Comic question of the day comes from Paisano Marco. He says, #QVV. Do you think Marine sets are gonna be meta? I said it earlier in the video. I wish they were meta. I do like more control based decks. I've been playing that a lot, even though I always switch. I feel like I switch between every year from control to aggro kind of decks. Let me know if you guys do the same thing. I just randomly go like Pure Shadows, which is definitely aggro, and then I'll play like Burning Abyss, which is more control based in their prime. But yeah, I always go back and forth on the meta as far as what decks I really play on. But as far as Marine Cess, I do think that the meta slows down a bit, which I think it will. Marine Cess will definitely be a meta deck. Though I will say that Marine Cess won't be a meta deck for long, but they will still be a meta deck. They might be a meta deck and then slowly go away with Konami releasing new tier 1 decks. I think Konami's going to power everything down, release new tier 1 decks, we buy into that, and that's basically a new meta that will last us for roughly around 1 to 2 years, respectively. Dark Hunter says, what's the best way to pick up deck cores other than going to locals? I can't go to locals as frequently as I would want to, so I would love to know other ways to pick up deck cores. Well, the answer's simple, just buy it online. If you can't go to locals, you can go on online trade groups. Facebook has a ton of them on here. Definitely build reputation, definitely talk to people who have reputation, so it makes it easy between trading. But for the most part, you can go online and just slowly buy the cards. You don't have to buy the cards in one shot. I bought, what deck I bought? Evil Swarms over a course of, I think, way before I even started really even focusing on market watches, DT Evil Swarms, dual tournament versions. I bought I think my first or my second version, because I have 2 copies of DT. I think I bought my first one, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the first one, in pieces, slowly. At one point I went in, it was like $20, nobody was looking at it right now, and it was cheap, and I bought a chunk of it. And then there were other higher price cards I just slowly bought as time went on. So you can do that. You don't have to go in and go, okay, I want a deck core, I want to buy this whole deck core in one shot. You can easily just buy a deck core in pieces. Just be consistent on it. Don't go in and buy deck core here, deck core here, deck core here, deck core here. Don't be that guy. That guy does not make good money, to be honest with you. You want to buy the full deck core, and you want to buy it at highest rarity, but you don't need to buy it today. If nobody's looking at it right now, if nobody's talking about it, you have the luxury of time. You're going against other market watch channels like myself that talk about this, that will find those deck cores and show it to everybody else, so hopefully they'll have a chance to get this. But for the most part, people might not be, no one can, you know, talk about every single deck core and really emphasize it to the audience in a certain amount of time. And I do think that if you're only going to buy a deck core, definitely you have a lot of time. Just calmly buy and focus on that one deck core. Don't buy any new cards unless it's for your current meta deck. You know, but deck core wise, I would slowly pick it up like that, and that's what I would heavily recommend for anybody out there who is looking to pick up deck cores that don't have the money to buy it in one shot. No big deal, you just buy it in pieces. Done. Anyway, Paisans, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please make sure to subscribe if you're subscribed already. Hit the like button, comment down below, and you Paisanos, well, you Paisanos have a great day.